welcome back. In this video, we left Pender Harbor at Madeira Park the second time because of a fuel leak, which we discussed in a previous video. Today, Paul starts us off by giving us an overview of where we are and where we're going. A small-scale map just doesn't show our location as easily as this map we discovered posted on a wall.
We left from down at Pender Harbor, around the Copeland Islands, up through this inlet here, this Oakover Inlet, and that's where we went through around. We're up in Isabel Bay on this Gifford Peninsula, Isabel Bay, for 2 nights, right back in the corner of it, right in there.
Place for us to anchor. We may need to stern tie, not sure yet, but it does look quite nice. This is our first stop in Desolation Sound. Now Paul has the spool of orange line there, because we are going to stern tie, something we have not done before. And we're in a narrow area back to ourselves, so we really need to have the comfort level of not swinging into the shoreline or the cliffs. So he's going to take care of that. And I'm basically up here just to maneuver the boat if he needs me to, so he can tie off on a rock or a tree. So you can see he's got a very nice anchor tie on that huge rock, and he's coming back to tie it back onto the boat. And here is our anchorage. So this is Grace Harbor in Desolation Sound. It's very well protected, and that's why so many people come here to anchor. And it looks like a very nice place to do that, but Paul and I like it a little quieter, so we chose Isabel, which we have found to be quite nice. Darn. But they're probably really nice people. Paul is doing his master grilling technique. Is that? It's going to be good, huh?
Yep.
You got that grilling down. What are you eating?
Trail mix.
Oh. Is it good?
Yeah.
So, one of the things Paul and I have been noticing is that the knobs are brass in the boat, and they're very heavy and they're very expensive actually nowadays, and we've been noticing that they're turning this dark color. So Paul started this project where we are polishing the black off and putting them back up. But that is one of the things that we do if we don't have a lot going on, or if it's hot, or if we're just tired and want to sit down. Then we will pick a project like this. By the way, I'm not sure where Paul went. This is what I used. If you put it on and let it sit for an hour, it goes so much faster.
This is Penrose Bay. Our boat, Sea Oasis, is parked right here.
I've never seen this.
We just took the dinghy down here to Oakover, which is where the Laughing Oyster restaurant is.
So now we're on the land side, and Sea Oasis, where we are anchored, is that little bitty boat in the center of your screen. That's us, and so we're within eyesight of the restaurant if you want to have a nice spot away from the others. But if you want to be in the dock, there are docks here too. You just climb up the road from the dock. It's a very short walk, and you end up taking this little shortcut and you run into the restaurant, which we'll have to tell you what we think, but we've heard some very good reviews. By the way, the restaurant and the property is for sale for any of you chefs who want to live in paradise. And that is the restaurant. Here it is empty. And I'll show it to you again tonight at around 5 o'clock when we have our reservation. The gardener here is working on the property, keeping it looking good. And their flower garden, which each guest pass, looks fabulous. The good news never stops. Next to the Laughing Oyster restaurant and right by the water is a campground that people enjoy here. What a wonderful place. And this really nice, very nice, well-kept walking path. Can't beat it. This path that we're walking on borders the water line. For anybody interested, this campground is called Oakover Arm Provincial Park.
Leave here, more than likely we're going to come back out, more Desolation Sound up here to Tenedos Bay.
approaching Tenedos, hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, Bay. It's in Desolation Sound. And we're thinking it might not be as crowded. It's high season up here in Canada.
Several boats anchored in here because it's showing 40. We're in 75 feet of water here, but a little further in it's supposed to be 40 feet. So I'm just going to go over to the starboard side here a little bit, a little further forward ahead, and put the anchor down. And I'm going to turn the boat completely around and have you hold it go in the other direction because we'll drift back this way.
Okay.
I'm going to go about even with that red boat, put the anchor out, and then drift back behind it.
Hey, are you happy we're going on the little boat? Are you happy? You like the little boat?
These walls are just amazing, these rock walls. It's 130 feet deep here.
Oh, look at these flowers over here.
I know, I was noticing those. Some pretty flowers here. And then there's some daylilies right over there. Very nice. We found a great walking path here for us to take Kaya for a walk. This is just about less than a 5-minute boat ride. This guy has a beautiful boat, but they've been working for about 15 minutes trying to get the anchor up off the bottom. It's stuck in rocks. I don't know what they're going to decide to do. It's a pretty bad situation. He's been pulling it in every direction. Good news for these people. His brother was over at Prado Haven, and his brother had scuba dive gear with him. And he came over and dove for this guy and got his anchor out of the rocks. Always good to have family nearby.